And last week, when we heard from Owen de Vordoon, who told us that it's a misconception that travellers don't value education, and I think that message has come over loud and strong in the course of our deliberations on education, and I'm sure we'll hear more to that effect this morning. He said there exists in all people a desire to prosper, to grow, to learn, and the doors created by education are ones that are greatly valued and desired by travellers, but these doors are locked to travellers. We heard that travellers are far more likely to be put on reduced hours timetables, and that travellers are 50 times more likely to leave school without a leaving certificate. That's a very hard, strong, clear and sobering fact. 57% of male travellers were educated to primary level at most, and only 13% of traveller females are educated to upper secondary levels or above, compared to 70% of the wider population. Less than 1% of travellers have a third level qualification, and we heard that in 2011-2012, during the height of the recession, there were draconian cuts to traveller education, which saw visiting teacher services disbanded, and also the resource teachers a loss of 42 jobs, and that those cuts still haven't really been reversed in any meaningful way. And traveller centres were closed. We've heard how travellers do not so much drop out, but are pushed out, I think was what Pavy Point said last week, through bullying, lack of adequate supports and lack of understanding and more. There are some positives, of course, always, and we'll hear some of those today. And this week there will be 6 new schools getting the yellow flag in Leinster House on Thursday, so that's to be celebrated. But again, that programme runs on a shoestring, and it would be good to see that programme put on a firmer footing, and that's something very practical that the Department of Education could consider, and I'm sure will feature in our recommendations. These sessions are about removing the barriers, or identifying ways to remove the barriers for children who routinely find the door closed to them. We need to learn how to make schools warm, welcoming and safe spaces for travellers, how to clear the pathways and take specific actions and affirmative action so that travellers can enjoy their right to education like people in the general population. So